NevaLoss fam, y'all know what time it is. Today we talking NBA playoffs. Let's get it.
I ain't never lost, never in my life.
What up though, NevaLoss fam? Hey, listen, we got to get back to it. I know it's been a minute. I wasn't able to catch y'all up on this NBA stuff, man. I've been having a lot going on, but hey, we about to get to it now. Catch y'all up on all things NBA, man. We was able to check out all these games, man. I'm gonna give y'all my breakdown of what happened in all these games and what I see happening for these upcoming playoffs, man. Who I see going further and who I see getting put out, man. We're gonna recap the games that happened, the teams that played 2 games. We're gonna go over both 1 and 2, and then we're gonna give a breakdown of what I think the series look like going forward, man. We're going to start with the game that kicked off the playoffs, Toronto versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. I thought this was going to be a very entertaining series. I thought this was going to be a hard-fought series, but it looks like Cleveland is going to stomp on their ass, man. They are up 2-0 so far in the series. Game 1, Toronto came out, and I felt like gave their best shot as far as getting a victory, man. They came with their first they came with the best right hook they ever threw, man. Scotty Barnes came out, hit 3 threes. Brandon Ingram was cooking up, man. And they really came out and tried to punch Cleveland in the mouth, man. But unfortunately, by the end of the first quarter, Cleveland got the lead back. Even though they took Toronto's best shot. Toronto was putting points. They shot a great percentage in the first quarter. But if you lead that first quarter after Scotty Barnes hitting 3 threes, which he can't even fucking shoot. Brandon Ingram's had about 6 to 8 points. He was hitting a little fadeaways. They seemingly couldn't do nothing with him the first game. Everybody with RJ Barrett was putting up some buckets, man. Everybody that came out playing, they was pretty fired up, man, playing as a unit, putting some points on the board. But Donovan Mitchell and James Harden was able to wipe all that away, and they came out with a 35-31 lead going into the second quarter. As soon as that happened, I'm like, this game is over, because D. Mitch was absolutely cooking up this game, man. D. Mitch ended the game with 32 points, 11 for 20 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3. Everybody knows, man, when it comes to the upper echelon of players, as far as playoff basketball, to me, number 1 is Jimmy Butler. Number 2 is Donovan Mitchell. Number 3 is Jamal Murray. And that's people who take their regular season play and up it to maximum level when it comes to the playoffs, man. Those are the top 3 for me. Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, and then last, Jamal Murray, man. I think they are absolutely excellent up in their play. So Donovan Mitchell, you know, you can expect him, if you want to make bets, man, you can expect him to average 30 this whole series, man, because D. Mitch ain't going to let them down, man. So James Harden, he's a notorious choke artist, but I feel like D. Mitch is the perfect killer to have on his team, man. He's somebody who he is not going to shy away from the moment. I feel like James Harden gets tired of carrying the team on his back as far as scoring and different things like that, and he likes to take a break, take some plays off, man, chill, facilitate, hope his team can pick him up. And I just feel like on the teams that he was on previously, he just didn't have the cast around him that can pick up the slack. I mean, he had some good Houston teams, and Chris Paul got hurt the 1 year where I guess they had their best shot. He got hurt on Game 7. So that was probably the best shot when they lost to the Warriors. But overall, I think he just tries to facilitate too much. He loses his aggression. I don't think he likes working that hard with all the doubles and traps and everything he be having to face. So he'd rather just pass, and a lot of times his shooters around him let him down. But D. Mitch ain't letting him down, man. He got a killer next to him. D. Mitch shine, man. So James Harden, he went 8 for 18, 22 points, 10 assists in the first game, man. That's what you expect for James Harden. He only had 2 rebounds, which usually he'll get a lot more rebounds, but he only had 2 in that game. Their wild card and one of their best players, bench player, Max Strus. Max Strus is an absolute beast, man. Since he was playing with LeBron, like, he had signs of, like, just someone who catches fire and elevates his game in the playoffs, man. He came out of nowhere when he was playing with Brown. Just kept hitting 3 after 3 after 3. He dropped 24 in this game, 4 for 6 from 3, 8 from 10 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And Max Strus was just a spark plug as soon as he got that ball firing. Jared Allen was solid. He had 10.7 rebounds. You want Jared Allen to be in the 12 to 14 rebound range, man. 10 points is more than enough for him. You know, I'm looking for 6 to 10. That's good. 10 is a a good range for him. I don't expect much out of him. Evan Mobley is who I want, in that 15 to 20 range. He has 17, 7, and 4 assists. Man, if you get 4 assists out of Evan Mobley, that's an amazing day. So overall, that game, they cooked up, man. It was, like I say, Toronto brought their best punch out in the first quarter, and then after that, Cleveland pretty much ran away with it. Toronto did put up a fight in the fourth quarter. They outscored Cleveland 37 to 29. Actually, I'll let y'all see some of these stats we're going over. They outscored them 37 to 29 in the fourth, but it was just a clear difference throughout the game, man. That they just didn't have enough talent, man. They just didn't have enough talent on the roster. Like I say, Jakob, he was okay, man. He was battling with Jared Allen. He only had 4 points and 6 rebounds, but he didn't look horrible in this game. Scotty Barnes give you 3 threes in the first quarter, with the BI fadeaways and everything. RJ Barrett 24. Like this was a must-win game for when you play as good as you did in that beginning. That was a must-win for Toronto. Game 2, pretty much from start to finish. Excuse me. So pretty much from start to finish, Cleveland had their way in this game. Brandon Ingram's didn't show up at all. He was 3 for 15. He was struggling. Donovan Mitchell was cooking up again. I think he had 26 in this game. Donovan Mitchell, he had 30 again. 30 points on 12 of 23 shooting, 4 for 10 for 3. D. Mitch was absolutely cooking up. James Harden dropped 28. He was 3 for 8 from 3, but 5 rebounds, 5 assists. That's a little bit on the low end. Evan Mobley chipped in 25 points, and that was big time, man. Anytime you get over 20 points, I expect Evan to be in the 15 to 20 range, really 15 to 18. Once he goes over 20, that's all extra, man. That's big time because Donovan's going to give you 30. James Harden's probably going to be on the 22 to 30 range or whatever, with usually a high assist, usually at least 7 to 8, at least 7 plus assists. Jared Allen chipped in with another 10. That's always a bonus. 3 rebounds for Jared Allen. It's just terrible. It's trash. In this game, I saw a lot of Toronto was turning the ball over. They couldn't really buy a bucket. They couldn't hit a 3 to save their life. On the game, they went from the 3-point line 7 for 26. God awful shooting versus Cleveland with 13 for 40. Not much better, but they hit 13 threes, man. Shooting 43s in the game is ridiculous. But they were winning from start to finish. They never really was in danger of losing this game, man. Overall in this series, I think as good of a matchup as I initially thought it was because of some of the longer defensive bodies on Toronto, the Scotty Barnes, the Jakob, RJ Barrett, even BI. They got some good pieces, man. I thought it was going to be a more competitive series, man. But I realized that giving James Harden that killer next to him, it just give him more room to be himself, man. And he could just facilitate, lean back, let Donovan Mitchell do majority of the scoring. When he got single coverage, got the mismatch, he can cook up and score, man. So overall, I think this is probably going to be a 5-game series. I get Toronto the fourth game. At home. They'll go down 3-0. They'll win game 4, and then they'll get a gentleman's sweep in game 5, man. Let's move on to the next one, man. Let's move on to the next series. All right, next we're going to talk about my Detroit Pistons, man. My Detroit Pistons hosted the Orlando Magic, man. And I can't lie, they couldn't have got a worse first-round matchup at the 8th seed, man. I was really hoping they played Charlotte. Even though LaMelo's a stud, man, they got some good pieces over there. I think Detroit would have had a much easier time with the Charlotte Hornets than these Orlando Magic, man. I'll tell y'all what I saw. This was a rough game 1, man. When it comes to this team, Orlando has always been a super underrated team, man. They have so many pieces and so many weapons, but whether it's coaching or GM or whatever, for whatever reason, they can't seem to put it all together, man. As far as, the talent on the roster, having a better record, man, and being able to actually compete for a title, because I think they always have a top-rated talent on their team, man. At least 5-6 pieces that are pretty good, man. From Mancaro to Wagner to Desmond Bain, Wendell Carter Jr., Anthony Black, fucking the other Wagner. And Jalen Suggs, like they have some pieces, man. They got some pretty good pieces. And then the thing about them is they're long. They play defense. They play together, man. And even though they do have a star in Bancaro, that anybody can really go off on the team, man. All of them can have some hot shooting days, which makes them tough to beat, man. And then especially when it comes to Detroit, Detroit's the number 1 seed, but we haven't been good in so long. We haven't won a playoff series in so long. None of these young boys have won anything except for maybe Tobias Harris. I don't think anybody else on the team has won a playoff series, so they're still wet behind the ears and kind of green, man. So they don't know what it takes to win a playoff series. And then you got a team like Orlando, who is record is bad, but they can tell they're not as bad as their record indicates, man. They did have some injuries throughout this year, but this is a perfect storm for an upset. I don't think the Pistons are going to get upset, but game 1 they got upset, man. And basically what I seen happen is nobody could stop Bancaro on that court, man. Bancaro came right out cooking from start as soon as he got it. Jalen Suggs absolutely wrecked the first quarter of the game. I'm talking about rebounds, blocks, steals, diving on the floor for loose balls. Every way you can possibly impact the game, Jalen Suggs impacted. He wasn't scoring. Actually, in the first quarter, he hit a couple threes. He scored a little bit. But overall, it wasn't even his scoring. He was 6 for 16 on the night, 16 points, which is for him is pretty good. 4 assists, 4 rebounds, but it was all the hustle plays, all the loose balls, all the tip balls, all the block shots. Like Jalen Suggs was everywhere. He was everywhere, man. And he really, really had his fingerprints all on that game early in it, man. So I thought right off the rip it was a tough first quarter. Orlando was up 8 at the end of it. They won that quarter 35-27. I'm gonna let y'all see some of these stats with me. We're gonna go over. Wendell Carter Jr. had a solid game, 17 points. He was 8 of 9, man. He was plus 20 when he was on the court. He was checking the shit out of Duren, stripping. Every time Duren got the ball, I'm talking about he turned, stripped. Like he was getting stripped from Wendell Carter Jr. The guards was coming down, smacking the ball out of his hand, Bain and such. Like Duren couldn't do shit. He had a horrible game. Actually, what he ended up with, I think he only got a few shots because he kept getting the ball stripped from. Duren ended up with 4 field goal attempts, bro. We cannot win the game giving Duren 4 field goal attempts the whole fucking game. That is god awful. He only got 7 rebounds. 8.7 rebound. That was fucking trash, bro. He was minus 21 when he was on the court because he kept turning the fucking ball over. He only had 3 turnovers, but it felt like 10. He got stripped so many times. Ball knocked his hand. Maybe he didn't lose it every time, but they kept smacking that ball out of his hands. The shit was crazy. He gotta have stronger hands. Tobias, to me, was god awful. He was trying too hard, firing a lot of shots, man. 1 for 7 from 3. A lot of horrible misses. I'm talking about air balls, like very, very bad misses. Tobias was pissing me off, man. He was 5 for 15. 15 shots is cool for Tobias, especially considering he's been in the playoffs before. Duncan Robinson, he's won some playoff series as well. I forgot to mention him. So I'm cool with him getting 15 shots because you expect him to do more with it. But 5 for 15 is a no-go. K, 39 points, 13 for 27. 3 for 8 from 3. The stats is kind of like, I mean, he played good. Let me. K played good, but he shoots entirely too many fucking threes for me. He takes so much pressure off the defense. He was 10 from 11 from the free throw line. In that fourth quarter especially, he just would not drive and put pressure on the defense, man, whether it's facilitating, whether it's going all the way and getting a layup, whether it's getting fouled. He just kept fucking getting the pick from Duren. They go under the pick, so he fired a 3, man. And I just think he was letting Orlando off the hook, man, because he wasn't hitting the three like that. He kept letting them off the hook. You gotta put more pressure on them driving to that basket, man. Make them foul you, make them stop you, because they couldn't really stop from going to the hole. His floaters, his fadeaways, when you get in that post like G Hill, man, backing him, like he really he has an all around game, man, but he can't settle for that damn three, and he just settles a little bit too much for me. Big Stu didn't really do much of shit. The Thompson twin didn't really impact this game. 7 rebounds was cool. He did get 3 steals or whatever, but it was like usually usually his defense is very, very like noticeable, man. The 3 steals weren't. I don't know, man. Usually you can feel the Thompson twins defense, man. You can just see them locking, frustrating somebody, and I feel like for the most part, Banchero, whenever he was matched up with him, Banchero had his way. So his steals is more off ball. I ain't really see. He didn't have a defensive impact like that. To me, he was getting cooked. Overall, I think the Pistons will win this series. I think we'll win it in 6. We'll win it in 6, man. We'll win it in Orlando, but it's gonna be a tough series, man. It's gonna scare us, but ultimately coming out this series with the victory is gonna make it very, very good for us going later and later in our next round in the playoffs, because it only gets tougher from here, man. We got to get ready for when we meet them Boston boys in the playoffs, because that's gonna be a fucking nightmare, man. I don't know how we gonna win it, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out a way, man. So yeah, that's my thoughts on there, man. I think my Pistons is gonna go ahead and win the series in 6 games, man. I expect Cade to stop settling for threes, and then this game they got tonight, man, I expect them to win this game pretty handily. It'll be about a 12, 13 point victory, but I think from the beginning to the end, we'll control this game. We got a double Banchero, and just depending, the other people gonna have to score. France was going crazy though. We couldn't stop France, especially in that 4th quarter. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Pistons in 6, man. Let's move on to the next game. Right, the next series we got to talk about is the Houston Rockets versus the LA Lakers, man. This is a fascinating series. If you asked me before the series started what team had the advantage, which team was going to win, I told you hands down Houston Rockets should win this series in 5 games because Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves both aren't playing in this series, so I would have thought Houston Rockets would have had an easy road out of the first round of the playoffs. But unfortunately, they find themselves in the 0-2 hole, and now I don't think they have a shot of winning this series, man. The first game of the series, Kevin Durant, I don't know, for whatever reason he didn't play. I don't really know what happened or why he didn't play. I'm not sure. He said some type of injury for whatever reason. He didn't play in game 1. Worst mistake he could have made, because by him not playing in game 1, I'm like, there's a good chance Lakers win this game. Now the pendulum is completely shifted, and now you're not playing. You're already playing in LA. And you're playing against LeBron James, man. I thought we was going to see a repeat of, kind of LeBron versus KD. We've seen it in the past when KD got that swooped up ass team, which was the Warriors, and he all in LeBron face hitting threes and all type of shit. And he feel like he in beast mode because he got all that talent around him, so he can shoot and make plays with no fear. So he looks better than he actually is, man. To me. But we're gonna walk that down. I'll let y'all know my full thoughts on that by the end of this one. So this game, the Lakers came right out, cooking. Houston put up a good fight. They actually were scoring the ball. They weren't just it wasn't like they weren't scoring. Şengün came out hitting his little hook shots, man, body into the paint. He didn't shoot all that well, but he was really the only option. They didn't have a whole lot of options. But in the beginning of the game, he was doing this thing, man. Smith Jr. put up some points. He was 5 for 14, 16 points. But again, in the beginning of the game, the first quarter, they was matching the Lakers bucket for bucket, even though the Lakers came out kind of hot. Marcus Smart Marcus Smart came out playing defense, getting layups, hitting some threes. LeBron James was cooking up. Rui, Ayton came out strong with the first couple buckets, man. And then the wild card in this whole series, Luke Kennard, has been lighting their ass up. He lit them up in the first game and also the second game. Without KD, the Lakers pretty much led from start to finish of this game, even though it was close. The game never really got out of hand. It just was never in any real danger by the Rockets. They never really was. I never felt like the Lakers were on the ropes or had a chance of losing. Even when the Rockets would make a little run, get the game tied up, or take a little 1-point lead or something, the Lakers immediately walked it away. Luke Kennard hit a couple threes. Marcus Smart, make a play on defense. LeBron James to body somebody to the run. Like, it was just like that, man. Just to run through the stats real quick. Again, Luke Kennard, 9 for 13, 5 for 5 from 3, man. This is absolutely big time, 5 for 5 from 3. This changed the complete trajectory of the game, 27 points, man. They had no shot with that happening. They held LeBron James to 19 points on 9 for 15 shooting, 1 for 3 from 3, but he had 13 assists and 8 rebounds, man, plus 11 when he was on the court. Again, holding them to 19 is a great, that's a win, especially when you don't have any other 20-point scorer. Aside from Luke Kennard, you're like, hell, we held Bron 19. That's why the score never got out of hand, even without Kevin Durant on the court. But at the end of the day, the efficiency from 3, 10 for 19 for 3, even though they didn't shoot a ton, they was 53% versus they shot 33% from 3, 11 for 33. They just were struggling to hit the 3 ball, man. Sengun only had 19. They didn't have a 20-point score at all. Tari Eason came and did his thing. He went 7 for 7 for the field goal, from the field goal percentage. He did his thing off the bench, man. He actually had a good game. I believe he had a good game in the second one as well. What Eason do? He just had 10. He was 4 for 14, a little bit worse shooting. But the second game with Kevin Durant, it was kind of the same type of vibe. To be honest, the Lakers controlled it throughout. Marcus Smart was cooking in the beginning. Smart had, 5. I think he hit 3 for 3 in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. He was cooking, like, hitting all type of wild ass shots. Kennard had another big game. Marcus Smart has 25 points on 8 of 13 shooting, 5 from 7 from 3. You're in crazy trouble. And he has seven assists. When that's going on, you're in so much fucking danger of losing. Bron came out with 28. So 28 from Bron, 25 from Marcus Smart, 23 from Luke Kennard. You have no chance. I don't give a fuck KD here. There's no chance of you winning that game. They only got 6 points off the bench from Jackson Hayes. They didn't need it. They had so much firepower, so much good shooting. Again, another solid game. 46% from the 3. Another very, very solid game from 3. Anything to be honest, for a team, about 38% and above is a solid night. They're shooting damn near 50% both games from 3. Meanwhile, 24% from the Rockets, 7 for 29. It's a horrible day shooting. Kevin Durant, they threw double team after double team after double team at him, and Kevin Durant is fucking terrible against the double team. He had 9 turnovers. He cannot handle the fucking double team, man. I came to a realization with Kevin Durant that, man, I know y'all don't want to hear it, but to be honest with you, maybe he's just not Batman, bro. Anytime he's on any team that he's been on where he had to be the guy, Golden State was the team he got to ride the coattail of a 73-win team, and basically, one-on-one coverage the whole time. They can't double him. There's Steph Curry, there's fucking Iguodala, there's goddamn Klay Thompson. There's just too many weapons all over. You can't double team Kevin Durant. It's just nothing you can do, bro. That team was so overpowering. He got to make all the big shots and take shots and do his thing because you couldn't help or double or anything. Any team where he had to be the man, whether it was Brooklyn, whether it was Phoenix, whether it was OKC, all the teams where he still had a big 3, but he was the person who had to take over the game and do all the shit. He cannot do it, bro. He cannot do it. I realized that Kevin Durant is the world's greatest Robin, man. He is not a Batman by no means, bro. He cannot carry a team. I know the KD fans are going to be hot, but unfortunately, man, he is Robin. He is probably the greatest Robin of all time. He probably surpassed Pippen. as the greatest Robin to ever touch the court, but he cannot lead a team and win, bro. The Rockets team is clearly superior to this Laker team, but yet they find themselves in an 0-2 hole. Yes, I know Kevin Durant didn't play the first game, but the second game he came out and shot 12 fucking shots. 12 shots for Kevin Durant. You are Kevin fucking Durant. You shoot the ball 12 times on the Houston Rocket team that you said, oh, they can't shoot. Everybody, sorry over here. Your best player can't shoot. All that shit you was talking with your Twitter fingers about your team with your little fake fucking name. And your bum ass come out and take 12 shots, man. Score 23 points, cool, but you had 9 fucking turnovers because you a soft ass can't handle a double team. It really makes me mad, bro, because he got all the talent and potential in the world to be the best player to ever touch the face, the fucking basketball court, but he squandered it because he's so fucking soft. He's just not a real killer, man. He just don't know how to just take over the game, bro. You got fucking Jabari Smith Jr. taking more shots than fucking Kevin Durant. Şengün, even though I know he's good, and I'm okay with sometimes him having more. No, the fuck I'm not. Kevin Durant shot the most shots every fucking game on his team. I don't care how efficient you is. You should be shooting 25 shots a game. That just is what it is, man. The fact that they're in this predicament, fucking Tari Eason shoot more shots, shot 14 fucking shots. Kevin Durant shot 12. Now y'all bum asses down 0-2, man. He's the greatest Robin to ever live. He's not a Batman. Please stop comparing him. He's not top 15 all time. I don't even know if he's top 20 all time, man. Y'all better really look at his career, man. Kevin Durant's not that, man. Unfortunately, greatest Robin of all time. Oh shit, let's go on to the we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next series, man. Oh no, let me get out my prediction on that. I think the Lakers win this in 6, man. The 2-0 is too big for Houston, man. Especially if Kevin Durant gonna shoot 2 shots, man. I have no faith in Kevin Durant to win this series, man. He's scared of LeBron James, seriously. Without a swooped up fucking superhuman team, man, he's really scared of the LeBron James and Steph Curry's, the real dogs that get in your shit, man. Like, I don't know, that boy ain't got no heart in his left breast. Lakers in 6. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, y'all, the next series we're going to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Phoenix Suns, man. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. I think this is a sweep series, man, an easy victory for the Oklahoma City Thunder. There's not enough firepower on the Phoenix Suns. I don't think they're going to be able to compete in this series, man. They might have a chance at winning one game if Dylan Brooks and Devin Booker just have a crazy game where they go, like 38 for Booker, 28 for Brooks, and then another 22, 23 from Jalen Green. It's possible maybe they can win a game like that, but even with that, I think it'll still be a close game. If they win, they'll squeak by. They'll squeak by just barely. It's just too much defense and offense on Oklahoma City Thunder. And ultimately, you seen that in the first game. Dylan Brooks had 18 points on 6 of 22 shooting. Let's go over to it. Devin Booker 8 of 17 for 23 points. Jalen Green had 17 points. These ain't horrible numbers, but yeah, it's just not enough versus OKC, man. There's no way you're gonna be able to compete unless Book got to average at least 30 and Dylan Brooks really got to average about 25 to just be in the vicinity of possibly competing. They probably still ain't gonna compete. Meanwhile, you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He was 5 for 18, which was a horrible shooting night. And to be honest with you, if you hold him for 5 for 18, you're still not within damn near 30 points. You still lose by damn near 30. Like, you have no shot in this game. Actually, they lost by 35. You have no shot to win this game. You're cooked if he goes 5 for 18, man, because he's not going to keep doing that. Jalen Williams had 22 points on 9 for 15, man. Jalen Williams is very, very good, man. His game actually reminds me a lot of Kawhi Leonard. The way he moves, the way he plays defense, the technicality in his shooting and his footwork and everything he do, his defensive stance, man, the way he picks your pocket from behind, man, different things. Jalen Williams, he's just nice, man. His game really, he reminds me of Kawhi a whole lot, man. Chet did this thing, man. He had 2 blocks in this game. He had 2 blocks in this game, man. He was 5 for 10, 2 for 6 from 3. 16 points, man. He had 2 blocks and 2 steals. Chet, his presence was felt, man. He was changing a lot of shots. They were scared to kind of go to the rim versus him. They were having trouble, man. Lou Dort was locking up. Overall, it's just too many Isaiah Jones. They just got too many players. Alex Caruso, man, the defense, the hustle, the extra possessions. Alex Caruso always do his thing, man. There's just too many players on this team for the Phoenix Suns, man. They have no chance. I don't think they're winning any game. I would bet on this sweep. To be honest with you, I'd give OKC minus at least 10 points every single game. I don't see Phoenix competing in this series at all. They're going to get blew out every game. It's interested to see what's going to be the first real test for OKC, because they're rolling right now, and I don't think Phoenix is going to be a challenge. But we'll see what happens when they meet whoever in round 2, man. Let's move on to the next series. All right, next game we got to talk about, man. We're going to talk about the Portland Trail Blazers versus the San Antonio Spurs. Hey, listen. This is an interesting series, man. This series is a little bit more entertaining than I thought it was going to be, probably because Game 2, Victor Wembanyama got hurt. But let's go over. We're going to walk down the series. We're going to start at Game 1, then we'll talk about Game 2, man. And I'll just give out my breakdown on what happened in the game, and then what I expect to happen in the series, man. Barring with Victor Wembanyama being able to play the rest of the series, or really the next game. So the first game, in the first quarter, surprisingly, the Blazers came out firing, man. They were actually putting up a fight. Abdia, man, he came out cooking, man. He came out fucking cooking. Like, he's gotten so much better year by year, man. I remember the first year, his rookie year, he was over in Washington with my favorite player, Russell Westbrook, and obviously Bradley Beal, man. He showed some signs of cooking up, but he wasn't nowhere near what he is now. He turned into a whole monster on the Portland Trail Blazers, man. Drew Holiday, anywhere he goes, man, the teams win. Any team he's a part of, he's a culture changer, just like Russell Westbrook, just like Chris Paul, just like LeBron James. Wherever he goes, I don't care what pieces are around him, bro. Drew Holiday finds a way to drag them to the playoffs. To be honest, you can damn near say that. I know this don't shock y'all, but you can damn near say that about Pat Beverly too. Pat Beverly aspires a lot of winning as well. So Scoot Henderson and Abdia, they came out cooking. They came out cooking in the first quarter, man. Wemby was doing his thing. Obviously, he was changing a lot of shots. But Wemby was throwing some lazy passes, turning the ball over. They stripped him a few times. It was a few moments in the first quarter where I thought the Portland Trailblazers had an opportunity to really take a lead. But by the end of the first quarter, San Antonio got a good grasp on the game. They went up 30-21. By the end of the first, they went up 9 points. And from there, it was pretty much over, man. Like, you could just kind of see Wemby had kind of found his rhythm. He ended up 13 for 21 in the game, 35 points, 5 from 6 from 3. He started hitting all type of crazy shots at 3. He just was dominating, man. He had 2 blocks in the game. De'Aaron Fox cooking up. Vassell and Castle, man, I gotta apologize to them for years. My homeboys, I used to be throwing so much fucking shade at them. Like they masquerading as starters, man, but they really bench players, bench warmers. They wouldn't start on no other team. I was talking so much shit Wemby's rookie year, like, man, them two don't deserve to start in this league, man. I'm here to say I was completely wrong, man. They are absolutely starters. They some dogs, man. Castle and Vassell, they didn't shoot particularly well in this game, but I seen Castle do a lot of tips in the second game. He had like 2 or 3 tip dunks, man. He play hard. They both can shoot. Vassell be shooting the blood out that ball. This game they didn't shoot well. 15 points for Vassell, 5 for 13, but he went 4 for 9 from 3. That's really good. Castle, 17 points, 4 for 13, 1 for 5 from 3. Didn't shoot super well, but again, Castle showed me free throws. He went 8 for 8, but it was the rebounds and the assists, man. He goes up and he gets a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot more offensive rebounds than you would expect for his size, man. But he's super scrappy. He goes down, he bangs, he does his thing. I really like. I really like Castle. And then Cornette put in 10 points off the bench. On the other side, man, Adia went 30, 12 for 21. He had 10 rebounds. That is a great game. And Scoot Henderson had 18, 7 of 11. They didn't really get a whole lot of help Drew Holiday only had 9. He was 4 for 15, but he had 11 assists, man. And the way he affects the game on defense, man, he made it tough for Wemby, man, stripping him, doing a lot of things, and he was locking up on Vassell and Castro. That's kind of why they had bad shooting nights. But overall, it's just the Spurs team is more it's probably a little stacked, man. I never knew how good they got, man. Once they got Fox, and then Julian Champagne. I don't know how to say his name exactly, but they kind of over the top, man. Olynyk is decent, man. He can shoot off the bench or whatever. Keldon Johnson is really good. They still got a lot of talent. Cornette, Harper, Dylan Harper is really, really good, but off the bench, man, they got a solid foundation of players that can all come in and contribute, man. They got a talented team. So they won this game pretty easily, 111-98. This game was never really in question. Second game, though, Portland came out cooking. First quarter, even though they went down 27-28, at the end of the first quarter, when the quarter started, Scoot Henderson couldn't miss. He was shooting from everywhere, hitting shot after shot after shot, man. They couldn't stop him in that first quarter. He was cooking up from everywhere. San Antonio, again, was able to grasp control and get the lead. And even in the second quarter, when they still had Wemby in the game, they went up like 6 or 8. Drew Holiday pulled the chair on Wemby. He was trying to back him down. Wemby tripped, hit his face on the floor. He's out for the game. So when that happened, I'm kind of like, oh shit, like Portland. I don't know if San Antonio can compete. Portland might run away with it because up to that point, Portland had been shooting phenomenally. You can see in this game, it was 13 for 38 from 3. That's not the best. But early in the game, they were shooting a much higher percentage than what they ended up at from 3. They was hitting all type of shots, especially Scoot. Scoot was clowning. But San Antonio was able to absolutely compete. Actually had the opportunity to win the game. They were up like 13 points with like 3 minutes left. They had the game in control, and then all of a sudden, Scoot, Drew Holiday, they start hitting every shot, man. They was hitting from all over, all type of crazy shots. Abdiel got a tip in. He made a big time 3. Then all of a sudden, they were able to flip the game on his head and get a win, man. They completely shocked me. The fact that San Antonio kept the lead, man, and kept up how they were doing, that kind of shocked me as well. But at the end, Portland pulled it out. If Wemby comes back, I fully expect for San Antonio to win 3 straight games and get Portland up out of there. If Wemby misses another game, I'm kind of on the fence with it. Portland has a chance to steal one more game if Wemby has to miss some time. But I anticipate them either coming back. If he had to miss one game, I anticipate him fully coming back the following game, man. But we'll see, man. I don't know what the concussion protocol is going to say about Wemby playing in this next game. But San Antonio showed me that they can absolutely beat Portland without him. But it'll be a closer game. And I will probably still leave Portland because they don't have no answer for Abdia. Even though they kind of defended him better without Wemby. They kind of did. He went. I mean, look at the stat, 5 for 13. But again, he only took 13 shots because Scoot was going so crazy. They ain't really need him a whole lot. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I got my money on San Antonio winning this in 5, man. I think Wemby plays, and I think they go ahead and get Portland up out of here, man. That's my prediction. San Antonio in 5, man. We're going to move on to the next series. All right, next we're going to talk about the Hawks and the Knicks, man. The Hawks and the Knicks. Game 1 was a shootout. We should probably call this the Brunson versus McCollum show, man, because it looks like it's a battle between CJ McCollum and Jalen Brunson, man, and it is entertaining to watch. It is very entertaining, man. Brunson had a big game. He scored 28. McCollum scored 30, I believe. Let me see what he scored. No, 26. Game 1, McCollum had 26, man. CJ McCollum, since Lehigh, man, has always been one of the players that in the big moments, he cook up as well, man. He finds a way. He's always gonna put up big points in the playoffs, man. If you remember him, Lehigh, remember him on Portland. He's good. You can chalk him down for 25 points every night in the playoffs, man. Jalen Brunson looks like he's the same. He's pretty much the same way, man. You can chalk him down for 25. That's a safe bet for C.J. McCollum and Jalen Brunson to go for 25, man. If y'all some betting people, throw some money on that. You can chalk that in every week, every game. I mean, every game. This game, it started off kind of fiery in the beginning. Everybody scoring. You know, it was some buckets on both sides. C.J. was cooking. Jalen Brunson was cooking, man. To me, Jalen Johnson, he's the one who, you know, they really want to be. I feel like the star of the Hawks, man, kind of running. He's kind of finding his way, figuring out how to be the best player. But right now he's just taking, following, riding the back seat of C.J. McCollum, man. C.J. showing them how to cook up in these playoffs because it get tough, it get dangerous, man. But Knicks just have more talent right now on the team, man. They're from top to bottom. They have more pieces, and it makes it a little bit tough for the Hawks. They gotta rely on the Knicks' mistakes and the Knicks' toughness, or lack thereof, man. Because Cat's super soft. I don't know, he's tough. Josh Hart is tough. Jalen Brunson is tough. Mikal Bridges, his toughness comes and goes. Sometimes he's soft as shit. Sometimes he's tough as well. But the way to kind of beat the Knicks is you gotta out tough them. You gotta get physical, bang them up, man. They cry a lot, and you have a good chance of beating them, man. You want to try to contain Jalen Brunson, which is a tough ask, but if nothing else, you can't let Jalen and Karl-Anthony Towns go off. And Karl-Anthony Towns, even though he went 6 for 13, he had 10 free throws. He went 10 for 10 from the free throw line in this game, and it was a tough ask to win for them to win this game. They still had a chance. In the end, the fourth quarter, Hawks was actually they was doing their thing for a minute. They had made a little run, a little comeback in the fourth, and got within striking distance, about 6 points. But then a couple 3-pointers. I think R.J. Barrett hit one, Jalen Brunson hit one, then Adebayo, and it was just actually might have been Cat. Like they just rained a few threes, and all of a sudden it was ballooned back, kind of out of reach, man. Game one, Knicks controlled it for pretty much the whole game. They just took control, and Hawks fought. They put up a good fight, but ultimately, just too much talent on the Knicks side. Game two was different, though. Although the Knicks came out firing and they really, really held it down for 3/4 of the game, they actually held the fucking Hawks at bay. They was beating their ass. They had a double-digit lead about midway through the fourth, but then a switch came on in the Hawks, and the Hawks just start cooking the fuck up. CJ couldn't be stopped in this game, man. CJ dropped 32. He was 12 for 22, 3 for 10 from 3, but he also put in 6 assists, man. Jonathan Kuminga, who was awful in the first game, I forgot to mention that. I'm shocked at his role on this team. I expected him to go from the Warriors here and become a star, man, but he's basically turned to a role player, 6-man, kind of off the bench. And to be honest with you, he doesn't even really thrive at that. Sometimes he plays good, sometimes he's so wishy-washy. And I think I thought he had more talent than what he displayed kind of this year, but it's still early in his career. He can turn it around and be better. But he had 19 in this game, 7 for 12, 1 for 4 from 3, man. He was solid out there, played some good defense, had some good plays, man. Alexander Walker, he was off as far as the shooting in this game, but he made some good plays on defense. He was disruptive on defense, man. He went out there, he got 3 fucking blocks, which is big time, man. So he played some good D, but ultimately it was the CJ McCollum show, 32 points, and then Jalen Johnson, he dropped 17 to help contribute, man. And then Okongwu. So Okongwu is a solid defender, and in this game he shot good. The first game, I don't think he shot well. Let me see what he had. Oh no, they was damn near identical games. 6 for 9. Actually, 6 for 9 in both games. 119. One he had 15. He had 8 rebounds in this game, and he had 8 rebounds in the first game. So yeah, he actually had a steady flow. But he's a really good defender, man. I like him out there wrecking havoc. Knicks had this game in the bag. That run at the end of the game was great. Fucking CJ put him on top. Then he got fouled. That was up fucking 1 point. Gets fouled. He goes to the line. He jacks both fucking free throws. And instead of them calling timeout and drawing up a play, they launch it up the court to Mikal Bridges, and he clanks the game winner. If I'm the coach, there's no way in fuck anybody's taking that shot other than Jalen Brunson, man. I'll make that very clear. I don't give a fuck where Brunson was at on the court. I don't care if it's a full court shot. I want him taking that shot versus Mikal Bridges taking a shot any fucking way. Even though Bridges is okay, he's cool, he can shoot. But in that moment, I want my starter to take that shot because Brunson is big time and he's proved he can make any type of shot, man. I'm not playing that game. But overall, this is a good series. I think the Knicks will win it. We'll wrap it up in 6. I think Hawks will get one more, but it's an interesting series, man. I think the Hawks have made it interesting, and they just kind of highlighted the flaws of the Knicks, man. They just not ready. They just soft as shit, man. They soft as hell. So I can't see the Knicks going anywhere. They probably get put out the second round, but I think they'll squeak by and win the 6 games versus these Hawks, man. Let's move on to the next series. All right, let's talk about the next game. And the last 2 games are my favorite 2 series of this first round of playoffs. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves versus Denver. And then we'll talk about the Celtics against Philly, man. We're going to start off again, Minnesota-Denver. The Minnesota-Denver is a great series, man, because this is the second or third time that they've met in the playoffs. I can't remember. Denver has wiped them out every time, but each time Ant-Man feels like gets a little bit better. They challenge him just a little bit more. They start to figure him out, man. And this series, I'll say, this is the best defense that Rudy Gobert has ever played on Nikola Jokic. He's actually bothered him. He's bothered him a lot, man. He's bothered him more so than ever, man. It was a time where Jokic was just bodying him to the rim, and he might lay it over him. Sometimes he dunked, but for the most part, he lay it. Fade away. It was nothing Gobert can do with him, man. He just was having his way. And this series, he's been making Jokic turn it over a lot. Jokic, in the first game, he did shoot well. But he was very uncomfortable, especially early in the game. He threw a lot of lazy passes that got stolen in the first quarter, which led to Minnesota having a big lead in the first quarter. And then from there, Denver did walk him back down. It was a Jamal Murray show. He was cooking up, and then Jokic in the fourth quarter, he started cooking up. So this was, we'll pull up the stats and just go over it. Early in the game again, from Ant-Man to Gobert was putting in work. To Julius Randle, they all started off the game, getting some steals, some free runs to the rim. McDaniels was really how many steals did he get in the game? Oh, he didn't even have any steals. It was all DiVincenzo and Gobert. Well, McDaniels was finishing a lot at the rim when they were still in the first quarter, so maybe he was just doing a run out. DiVincenzo or Gobert was poking it out a lot of times. It was from Jokic. Jokic was throwing a lot of lazy passes. It was crazy, man. But this game, Minnesota jumped on them early, man. 33-23 was the first quarter score, and I'm like, God damn, like it looks like Minnesota finally figured it out, man. Jokic was playing fucking terribly. I think in the first quarter, what the hell did he have? So look, first quarter for Jokic, he was minus 10 while he was on the floor. He only scored 3 points. He went 1 for 2 from 3. In the second quarter, I think he went 1 for 2 as well. He did have 5 rebounds, 4 assists in this game. In this quarter, but you see this? 4 turnovers for Nikola Jokic in the very first quarter, man. He was flustered. Rudy Gobert was really playing great defense, and he kept turning it over with those lazy-ass passes. The second quarter, I'll show you. He went 1 for 2 again. He did hit another 3, but he missed his 2-point shot. So in the first half, he didn't make a layup at all. He hit a 3-pointer in each quarter. So that just lets you know he was having a lot of trouble getting in that paint versus Rudy Gobert, and he was turning the ball over. He had 4 turnovers going into halftime. In the third quarter is where he really took over the game. Jamal Murray, he had 14 in the second, so he was the one who closed the gap and got them. They won the second quarter 39-29, which ultimately they went into halftime as a tie game. And then I'll show you the third quarter is where Jokic, he wrecked the game. It was pretty much a wrap. Jokic 6 for 10. He had 12 points and he had 4 rebounds in that. And then Jamal Murray had 10 points. So 22 points from just them two alone in the third quarter. This is where the game kind of flipped on his head. What did they win the third quarter by? They won the third quarter by 12 points. See, they won the game by 11 the third quarter. They lost the first quarter by 10, won the second by 10, but then that third quarter where they washed them by 12 is really where the game turned around. It was over. They lost the fourth by 1 point, but ultimately won the game by 11. It was in control from there. Jokic had a good third and fourth quarter, which ultimately led to him scoring 25 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists. But overall, I think Rudy Gobert did a really good job checking him. Jamal Murray is one of the players who always steps up in the playoffs. You can pencil him in for 25 points. He did go 7 for 22. Well, not one of his better shooting nights, 0 from 8 from 3. But Jamal Murray, this 0 for 8 from 3 is never going to happen again. 16 for 16 from the free throw line, plus 13 when he was in the game. He was very, very effective. Jamal Murray was balling out. And you'll see in game 2, Jamal Murray is the one who kept them in the game, even though game 2 they ended up losing. Let's pull it up. So game 2, Denver jumped out in front in the beginning. Denver jumped out in front in the beginning. They came out shooting very well. They were again turning them over. They jumped out to a 14-point lead at the end of the quarter, 39-25. Jamal Murray was absolutely cooking. He put up another 30 points. I think he hit 2 or 3 threes in the first quarter. Let me pull it up again. All right, so yeah, it is what I said. Jamal Murray came out. He had 3 threes in the first quarter. He had 11 points in the first quarter. Christian Brown was cooking as well. He was 3 for 3. He had 8 points in the first quarter. When the role players are clicking like they clicking, again, he only had 2 points. He went 1 for 2. But the role players came out cooking. Tim Hardaway Jr. hit 1 3, went 2 for 3 in the first quarter. He had 8 points as well. When you get all those contributions, it's going to be a long day for Minnesota. Hence why they went down 14 points early. Super early in this game. But then the second quarter is where Ant-Man got the cooking up. Ant-Man changed the game completely on his head. Just so you can see. The second quarter, Ant-Man had 13 points. Man, he cooked up. He was 2 for 3 from the three-point line, 66%. He got some help from Julius Randle, who was killing him in the post, man, fadeaways. He was 0 for 1 from 3, but he put up 8 points and had 4 assists in the second quarter alone, man. This got them back in the game, and they were able to tie up the game from there. And then it was a kind of a back-and-forth dogfight from there. Denver did win the third quarter, 29-26. But if you was watching the game, even though it felt like Denver was starting to get the momentum, Ant-Man just wouldn't go away, man. He would make big shots after big shots, man. He had a couple Euro-step layups that was mean, man. A couple crazy tough layups that was super nasty, man. And Ant-Man was just determined to win this game, man. There was a lot of chirping back and forth. Jamal Murray was chirping. Ant-Man was chirping, man. A lot of big-time talk. Aaron Gordon, he really haven't showed up in this series. He had 8 points in this game, 7 rebounds. He didn't really do a whole lot, man. I would thought his mark would have been a lot better than what he's been showing. Cameron Johnson had a decent game, 13 points, but it's been Jamal Murray and Jokic, man. Jokic went 1 for 7 from 3. That really hurt. But he had 15 rebounds. So far, Gobert has been really struggling getting rebounds versus Nikola Jokic. He had 7 rebounds in this game. The game before that, he had 10. You know, anybody know Gobert. He's averaging like 13, 14 rebounds, man. I think he has to contribute anywhere from 14 to 20 rebounds every single game in this series if they want to compete consistently, man. And he just, so far, he's struggling to get to double digits. So that's a crazy. That's super crazy, man. But ultimately, fourth quarter came. Denver had a solid lead, then shit, Minnesota just took off, man. Ant-Man made some big-time shots late in the game. Nas Reed made some clutch plays, clutch shots. And then, Jaden McDaniels and DiVincenzo just kept getting their hands in there. They're really good at just disrupting the post game, disrupting the passing lanes, different things like that, man. They really getting away and cause a lot of havoc, man. All the easy post ups and, Jokic getting to take his time and just make his move, and they're really disruptive and really good at getting their hands in there and just disrupting the real rhythm, man. And then Rudy Gobert, is a shot blocker, man. He's the eraser. Even though he didn't have no blocks in this game, he did change and make it a little bit tough on Jokic. Hence why Jokic's shooting game was 8 for 20 in this game. He only had 24 points, but he had 15 rebounds and 8 assists. So still solid game for Jokic, man. But ultimately, Ant-Man was able to pull away and get the win in this one, man. Really, really good game, really good series, man. I could definitely see this one going 7 games, but Denver winning in 7. My favorite series probably in this first. This is my favorite series in this first round. We're gonna go ahead. Let's move on to the last series of this round. Last and final series we got to talk about is the Boston Celtics versus the Philadelphia 76ers, man. This is absolutely, I thought this was going to be an absolutely epic series, man. I thought it was a lot of good pieces on both sides, which can make this a very competitive series. I thought the Minnesota-Denver series was the only series that was a little bit better than this one, but not by much, man. I thought this would be really, really good. But then game one, it concerned me, man. Boston absolutely blew Philly out the water. They were never close. They were turning them over. They were scoring easy buckets. They were shooting the fucking lights out. And I'm like, man, Philly can't compete without Joel Embiid being out there, man. I'm like, there might be a chance they get swept, man. But I'm like, they got so many good pieces. VJ Edgecombe, fucking Tyrese Maxey's a killer. Paul George. Like, I'm like, they got the pieces to be able, and they're lengthy and they're good defenders. They got the pieces to be able to compete with this Boston team. But the first game was a lot of cause for pause. The Boston came out firing. What is his name? Hauser? Yeah. Fucking Sam Hauser was fucking shooting, man. He's been shooting such an efficient 3-point percentage, man. He's barely missing. First and second game, he was shooting the blood out the ball. Jason Tatum came out 25 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. He almost had a triple-double. He was cooking up, man. Very, very good, solid game, man. I'm going to put the stats up so you guys can see him. Jaylen Brown, 26 points, man, on 11 of 21 shooting, 2 for 2 from 3. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, man. Solid game, man. Overall, they only turned the ball over 8 times. If you have less than 10 turnovers in a playoff game, you're in really good shape. They turned 76ers over 14 times, to be honest with you. Less than 15 is not a bad turnover margin. Like, as long as when you start getting above 15, that's when it starts getting really dangerous. Under 10 is excellent. Under 15 is not that bad. Paul George had a decent game, 4 for 8, 17 points, 8 shots for Paul George. I think it's blasphemous. I think he got to be more aggressive, man. If they are going to have a chance to compete, especially without Joel Embiid in this series. Tyrese Maxey does what Tyrese Maxey do, man. He had 21 points. He cooks up, man. I think 20 shots is about right. He probably should be around 25, man. I think he's their best scoring option. He's really, really good. VJ Edgecombe kind of struggled in this game, man. He's really, really good, phenomenal player, man. 13 points. He went 6 for 16, 0 for 5 from 3. Really, really struggled in this first game. And to be honest with you, he was probably majority of the reason why, aside from him just being kind of sloppy with the ball and, nobody really been able to score a whole lot of points on their team. I think he let them down, man, because he's such a key piece to them being able to compete in this series, man. That first game, I feel like VJ Edgecombe let them down. Boston won the whole way through. I really don't got to break down this game too much. From start to finish, Boston whooped on that ass, man. They spanked them boys. Now, the second game was way more intriguing. Yeah, so the second game, Boston came out just like the first game. They came out firing, clicking on all cylinders. They went up double digits in the first quarter, but by the end of the first quarter, Philly was able to cut it down to just a 3-point lead. It ended up being 25-28, but they came out fucking sparkling. Hauser was hitting. He hit a couple threes. The 2 threes he hit was both in the first quarter. Tatum was shooting good. Jaylen Brown was cooking. He shitted on, man. He had a monster dunk. He dunked on the hell is his name? Bonner. He dunked on Bonner. He banged on him. That shit was a crazy dunk. It started off when I'm like, man, Boston about to run away with this game, but by the end of the first quarter, Philly was able to hawk them down, man, and cut it to 3 points. Then second quarter, Tyrese Maxey just began to take over. VJ Edgeco and Tyrese Maxey, they seemingly couldn't miss in the second quarter, man. Actually, I'm curious to see what they had in the second quarter. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up. So yeah, in the second quarter alone, VJ Edgecombe had 16.6 rebounds. He was cooking up. Tyrese only had 5. I thought he had more in that second quarter, but he only had 5 points. VJ was 6 for 9, man, but 4 for 5 from 3. He was absolutely cooking. They took over that game, man, right then and there. They was able to get the lead. They went into halftime with a 6-point lead, and then from there. The third quarter was a back and forth. Boston was getting their shit off. Philly was getting it. It was like a back and forth tug of war, man. But ultimately, Philly still had the grips. VJ Edgecombe, Maxey start cooking up. Third quarter, VJ was still cooking. VJ was 3 for 5, man. 1 for 2 from 3. He had 7 points, man. He just kept cooking. He went into halftime with like 20 points. Came out and put up another 7. Then in the fourth quarter, Maxey just took off, man. He had 12 points in the fourth quarter. Shooting the lights out, man. They were raining threes. Maxey, he was shaking dudes up. If you seen some of the layups he was hitting, man, some of the fucking step back threes, he had made fucking, was it Hauser? Pritchard, I think. Pritchard, either Hauser or Pritchard, whichever one of them was checking him, man, shook him up, made that boy fall, step back, knocked down the 3. It was a beautiful move. Man, he cut to the rim, got an and 1 reverse layup. That shit was absolutely beautiful, man. Maxey took over this game. Maxey's a stone cold killer, man. And VJ Edgecombe got a lot of that dog and killer in them too. Paul George is a good contribution player. He's much like James Harden for me in the box of like, I wouldn't depend on him to win a series, but as a good solid facilitator, number 2 guy, man. You couldn't ask for a much better player than Paul George. He's maybe even number 3 or 4 on this team, with a healthy MB and with VJ Edgecombe starting to come into his own, man. I definitely like him in that role, man. You can't get much, especially as a number 3. There probably is a number 1 topping Paul George, man. If you take him down to the number 3 level. Maybe they talk about Joel Embiid possibly being able to play at some point in the series. They don't really have a timeline on when he's going to come back. I think with him back, if he comes back, that would make this series a lot better, a lot more interesting. If he doesn't come back, I don't think Philly can pull off another victory like this, because Boston kind of just got comfortable. When they jumped out to that big lead, they thought they was going to run away with it like they did the first game, and they start taking more chances, taking a lot of dump threes, making lazy passes, just trying shit. It felt like they were just trying shit, which ultimately once Philly got that momentum in the second quarter, they didn't let it up, man. They didn't let it up, and they tried to right the ship in Boston, but it was just too late, man. Maxey and VJ Edgecombe was just already cooking. So ultimately, 76ers won this game 111-97. Going forward, I think this is going to be a great series. I still got Boston to win it in 6, man. Boston's going to win this series in 6. But it's going to be a tight-knit series, man. But I just think once Boston going to win the next game. I think Philly will win the game after that, and then Boston will win 2 straight. So, hey, Boston in 6 is what I got. This was a great series. This one and the Denver series are my 2 favorite series to watch so far, man. Let me know what's y'all favorite series. Like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Drop it in the comments if y'all agree or disagree with my takes on the game. Let me know, man. Talk to me. I'll talk back. It's BDB, NevaLoss Pod. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for listening. I'm out of here, man.